You drive the caravan, I'll ride shotgun.
Welcome to Miscellaneous Movies. I'm Paulie.
And I'm Drac.
We're not movie reviewers. We just want to talk about some movies.
There will be spoilers.
The other day you gave me a text, Frazzly, where we could find the rest of your shows. It's called weeklyawesome.com. We have Frazzlecast, which I've been on a couple of your shows, so people should listen to those.
Oh, absolutely. And I find Frazzlecast is a lot of fun every week. I love talking with people, getting to meet people.
And then we have the Frazzly Report. I really love that one because I do audio stories. You do a phenomenal job on those, and they're just like little quick, 2 to 5 minute long things, and they're brilliant.
Oh, thank you. It's fun just doing an audio drama. Some episodes, you never know what you'll get.
And you have the other one, the very nice weekly inspirational one.
That one is Be Great Today, and it has changed my outlook on life, and it's helped me to look at life in a better way, hopefully inspire other people with what I'm going through.
Check it out. That's weeklyawesome.com.
Let me ask you something, Rick. How's a guy supposed to grow up in the middle of that, huh? You tell me that?
Okay, devil's advocate.
Aspiring Florida defense lawyer Kevin Lomax, played by Keanu Reeves, accepts a high-powered position at a New York law firm headed by legal shark John Milton, played by Al Pacino. As Kevin moves up in the firm's ranks, his wife, Mary Ann, played by Charlize Theron, has several frightening, mystical experiences that begin to warp her sense of reality. With the stakes getting higher with each case, Kevin quickly learns that his mentor is planning a far greater evil than simply winning without scruples.
I like that.
It had a budget of $52 million and made $152 million. It's weird. It had a budget of $52 million and made $152 million at the box office.
Great review. Devil's ad.
First off, are we in agreement that Al Pacino did an amazing job in this?
Fuck yeah. Awards should have been won if they were not won.
This was big for him in the later 90s. Al Pacino he was kind of big. He had Insomnia. He had The Recruit. Was The Scent of a Woman around that time too?
Scent of a Woman was early 90s, if I'm not mistaken. Ooh!
Well, the point of the story is he's great in everything he does, and I got the squeaky chair, so this should be fun today.
Good.
John Milton.
Kevin Lomax.
Well, what's that like? One day you're putting them away, next day you're setting them free.
Takes a little getting used to.
Hey, if you want to know some little fun facts about the Devil's Advocate.
I'm ready.
The best part. Let's get to the best part. The nudity. Okay, we're guys.
Yeah.
Charlize Theron thought long and hard, no pun intended, about appearing nude in the film, having turned down Showgirls for that precise reason. Isn't that crazy? I can see them going to him. Okay, we need an Oscar-winning actress for this role in Showgirls because we just can't have just boobs. We're going to need some talent.
Yeah. Let's get the chick from Saved by the Bell. I saw you. You fucked him. I did not. I gave him a dance. Nah, girl, that was fucking.
You gotta admit that. Fuck. It was just Showgirls was fun.
It's a great movie. I love it.
We all went to the theater and kept our hands in the air.
Exactly. Yeah. Yep.
Originally,
it's a Versace.
Huh?
It's a Versace.
Originally, the film was more visually effects oriented, like a blockbuster type movie, but it was turned down by Al Pacino 5 times.
Oh my god.
Yep. And after many rewrites of the script, they re-offered it to him, and he said, "Okay, I like it," but he goes, "I think Sean Connery or Robert Redford would be better for my part."
Oh no. Well, no.
That'd be weird. Where they're like,
I'm trying to think about it. Sean would probably say, "I don't understand the script," but I just don't understand the script.
I think it'd be funny where he's all like, "Where does he fuck?" And you have it everywhere.
Everywhere. So he doesn't have a bed. He doesn't. Where's he fuck? Everywhere. The women lie to me. It's like a butterfly when it reaches the ground. Pick it up. Free will.
Yeah. We fly freely, like Wookiees in Star Wars.
Wookiees in the Star Wars, they fly for free. Give Han a hand job, and there they go.
That's awesome. Look at my eyebrows. Look at my eyebrows while I stare at your naked body. Oh, jeez.
Better to strike someone with an open hand than a closed fist.
To prepare for her role, Charlize Theron spent an hour a day over a 3-month shooting period with a psychotherapist to practice schizophrenia.
Wow.
To practice schizophrenia. That's offensive.
Yeah. At least she had a professional on standby.
Dude, wouldn't that be weird? A professional on
Make sure I
standby.
don't go crazy.
What's she doing? She's licking the walls. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, my word. What other fun facts do we have?
Keanu Reeves' suits get darker as the movie progresses.
That I did notice, actually. It's the evil taking over.
Each time Charlize Theron was trying to change the colors of the apartment,
The one chick was wearing the color of the wall.
yeah, she was either wearing article of clothing or jewelry matching the exact shade of green.
What do you think about this green? I don't know, girl. I mean, I love wearing it, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I
like
love
that.
the one green.
It's you do you, but you know.
It's your apartment. Yeah, you do you.
God damn you! I hate this stupid place! I have this whole fucking place to build!
When he's in the restroom in the beginning, talking to the reporter guy, you'll hear a loud boom before a splashing of the water on his face.
Mm.
And at the end of the movie, he wakes up at the same bathroom moment, but no boom is heard.
Yeah. It's like that boom happened to signify we're going to start right back here. Just wait.
It is said that demons in paranormal huntings tend to knock on surfaces 3 times, each as a way to mock the Holy Trinity. Al Pacino's character throughout the movie has a habit of laughing 3 times.
Dude, it's funny. I just got done watching this shit, and now I'm going to search for this stuff.
You look like you could use a drink.
Yes, thanks.
What else do we have?
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure from 1989. Keanu Reeves says the same line.
What's he say?
Keanu Reeves says, "I'm not aware of that, Your Honor." Here on the Miscellaneous Movies, we found that just doing IMDb fun facts is fun.
This is fun.
I've warned him every step of the way. Watching him bounce around like a fucking game. Like a wind-up toy. Like 250 pounds of self-serving greed on wheels. Take a good look. Excuse me. Because he's the poster child for the next millennium.
When I was preparing my notes and everything for this, I mostly was just pulling up scenes that I wanted to talk about. Exactly. And that was the same thing with The End of Days, but I felt like I had to break it all down. Now, granted, it's a cool-ass show, but at the same time, it's not fun when you have to do all that work.
No, you gotta have fun.
You know what I see? I see the future of this law firm.
You remember when they're picking out the jury early on?
Yeah, the jury. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And he's like picking out like that old lady is not good. The black guy makes his own clothes. Remember that scene?
He shines his shoes. He's pretending he's putting on a facade. Whoa, it's a facade.
Was it just me, like, when you first saw this movie? Because this was pretty big after Bill and Ted's and Point Break and all them. You know, you're just kind of like...
Stoker. Yeah.
So, okay. So when he's picking out the candidates for the jury, so when he says...
Look, either you put a stop to this happy horse shit, or I walk. Walk.
Walk. Yeah.
If you look at the next shot, you'll see him move his lips saying walk, but it's not there, the audio.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Marianne says you have to believe me without moving her lips.
Is that an editing problem, or did they do that on purpose?
Yeah, it's just editing, because, like,
Yeah.
Like, I've only done a few videos. I did a music video, and I've done, like, just funny things on Twitch. But you're trying to catch the right angle that you perceive in your head, and it is sucky. Sometimes you get it, but you're like, oh crap, there's a little mess up there.
Yeah.
I've got to nail this fucker down. Do it fast. Put it behind me. Just get it done.
When Keanu is in the limo asking where his wife is, and the limo driver says the Church of Heavenly Hope, he's not mouthing that. He's mouthing a curse word.
Huh.
She's not fucking here.
Hey, I'm sorry, do you know where my wife is?
I got a 4:30 deadline. I need a quote. Give me a quote.
Fuck off.
When Milton and Kevin meet for the first time, he says he's worked at Jacksonville DAs for 5 years. Florida does not have district attorneys. They have state attorneys. What did you think about the sister?
Well, she was attractive. If I had to choose, I would have chosen Charlene.
Yeah, like
Miss Theron.
Even though, like, the sister had that nice, sexy, raunchy, sexy appeal, you know, like you're going to make some bad decisions with her, it still is like Charlize has a better body. You know, she was too thin for me, the other one. But what do I know?
Well, and I guess, and also because of the, you know, of course, the ending of the film, when you find out what you find out, he's got that pole, this cosmos pole, whatever the fuck you want to call it. That's like leading it towards her. Like, he's just like, oh, I'm just looking at her and I don't know why, but I just want to fuck. And she's just sitting there like, casting that fucking spell in Latin or whatever she was speaking. That was all neat as shit.
I like that. It was because I watched this when it was pretty new. So, I mean, that was my youth. And when you're an impressionative young boy, and you're watching a movie like this, I mean, you're watching this in like the scene where she's pretty much like, you know, at the end where she's like taking off and saying like, okay, let's fuck. You're like, yeah, that's fucking. Can girls do that to me? I mean, I don't know.
She's ovulating, Kevin.
Yeah,
she's your sister, and she's ovulating.
Oh man, one of my favorite scenes from Al Pacino was when he's looking up. And he puts his finger in the holy water. Oh, and it's all bubbling. That was just perfect.
Yeah, I was like, he's just so... Him in that church, honest to God, that scene, he's just looking around and he's just teasing. He's just like, this is a joke. It's like, that's a joke.
This was so much more refreshing for me because we had, and we talked about this with the End of Days, you know, Gabriel, great devil, but man, he was the devil. Like, Al Pacino's just having fun, you know, in his role. Yeah.
And you know what? And seriously, that really makes you think. Like, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to pretend like I know the whole religion shit. But when so many people view the devil, like, I kind of would view him as how Al Pacino kind of played him, you know? Like, he just fucking had fun. Like, just,
yeah.
You know, wouldn't say, I mean, yeah, evil. Yeah, sure. Yeah. But, dude, he kind of said it. He rolls the dice and sees what happens. Like, he did that with Keanu throughout the movie. He was like, I'm pulling you off the case, son. I want you to go take care of your wife. No, I want to do this. I need to do this. I don't know. Like, he gave him every choice to, you know, take care of his own life, to, you know. But it's like what they said in the movie, everything's a test.
Yeah.
Everything's a fucking test. And he didn't do it. He was like, I'm not the puppeteer, son. I'm not the puppeteer.
God gave you free will.
He's up there laughing his fucking ass off.
I think, okay, so they say the Catholic religion, they say that the devil took over the 21st century. And this movie is, in my opinion, the best way to kind of like, you know, play on that. Because up until the end, everything was what it felt like. Sex, lawyers, and I was, like I said, I mean, I was younger when I watched it. I wanted to be a lawyer when I saw this. I want to be like Keanu Reeves. I want to bang a Charlize Theron and his sister. Yeah. Wait, that's not,
tag team them in.
I like that, and like I said, it's rough because we're guys talking about this, so we're probably gonna get hate mail from our female.
We're very respectful about it, ladies.
Women. How do you say that? Respectful. It is Valentine's Day, right? We're talking about love is in the air. And of course, with love
And
is
Charlize Theron said it in the movie, make love to me.
Yeah.
So
even in the beginning, when you're talking about choice, remember when they went to the apartment and they were checking it all out, and he even says, "Hey, we can go back to Jacksonville," and and she's like, "Hell no!"
Yeah, she drank the Kool-Aid.
Yep.
It's blood money, Kevin. We drank it in. We drank it in, Kevin. I'm guilty, and now I'm here.
I've watched this movie a lot. But it feels like this latest time I watched it, I kind of was skipping through all her scenes until the booby shots, And I know that's bad to say that. It really is. But like before I was invested, and I guess because I've seen it so many times, I'm like, yeah, let's get to the cooler parts. Let's go.
For me, that's
bad to say that?
I mean, I don't know. I didn't skip through Charlize per se, but for me, I found the beginning the most boring part. I did actually.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I did actually start the film at the juror choices. That's for me where I always start this film, because I personally think that first like 20 minutes, them in Florida and all that, I don't really think it's that important.
No, I mean, other than the court where he does, the pederast, and he looks and he's like, "Oh crap! I just defended an actual pederast."
Mm-hmm.
That was.
You want to tell me?
Do you
Is
really
there something that you want to say?
Yourself?
Yeah.
What did you think of his accent? Like, he got a lot of bad. He got a lot of bad critics say that they didn't like the accent, but I thought it was fine. I mean, he's just portraying somebody from the South. Right.
There was one moment in the film where it actually broke for me, and it was when he first meets Pacino. He literally lost it. It was
now I want to rewatch it and see that.
He really did. Yeah, he lost it. He went pure Keanu for like a couple of lines and that shit. Whoa, I'm like that. And just as I love Keanu, I'm gonna set this. I'm gonna throw this down right now. I'm gonna stick it into I'm gonna put the flag on the mountain here. I love Keanu. I love him, and I'm not bashing him at all.
Oh, we're going to be doing a series just on Keanu.
You better believe it.
And that
Keanu, if you're listening, I love you.
Yeah, I've always been, from John Wick, Bill and Ted's, to that wedding thing he just did. Dude,
I actually liked that movie too.
And I want to do Matrix, but I think Matrix is so overplayed. We'll just do like maybe one of them. So, What's your favorite Matrix though? 1 or 2?
Oh shit!
Because I didn't like 3 that much.
3 was 3 was all right.
It needed to end then.
That is
but
actually a tough one, because I loved the first one. It was something new, so cool at the time, but I have a huge love for the second, because I thought they added a lot more interesting things.
I loved his outfit on the second one too.
Yeah,
those like priest robes. Oh hell yeah! He was gonna own some shit.
Yeah, I loved when he went to the Merovingian and that whole mountain fight with him and all the vampires or whatever the hell they were, vampire programs.
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, all that I related. When I went to go see Jurassic Park 2, the one with just Jeff Goldblum in it and Vince Vaughn. I didn't like that one. But we saw the first quick teaser trailer of The Matrix 2, and it's of him. Remember that arched stairwell where they're fighting in and grabbing all the stuff from the walls?
Yep.
It's a quick clip of him flipping from the one side of the stairwell to the other. That was it. That was just like a 1 second clip. And like everybody froze. Like it just went dark. They didn't even say The Matrix or anything. And you hear somebody in the thing go, "Was that The Matrix?" And it was awesome because like we're sitting there going, we're getting ready to watch Jurassic Park.
They just teased us.
It was crazy. Yeah, it was yeah. And I really like that one because yeah. Oh, did you ever see that the YouTube with Mario versus Luigi, and they did the the multiplication scene that he does fighting in the park?
No, I haven't seen that. No, I need to watch it.
Yeah, Luigi's like, we need more. Ahoo!
Dear God.
Oh, it's awesome.
More.
I'm a Luigi.
You see, he's just a man.
Let's get back on Charlize Theron.
Back on trip. Well, back on.
Happy Valentine's Day.
All hands on deck.
You're mesmerized. They did a great job in the movie of mesmerizing you from when they start talking with Al Pacino up into the creepy, uncomfortable, which I have to admit was uncomfortable for me, watching the elevator scene where the Asian girl and the sister start kissing, and fucking Al Pacino's like, huh? Like that I didn't really like.
Come on up, son.
Yeah. You sure you don't want to come with us? I'm old and I'm 60 years old. I got wrinkly balls. Ugh.
I know. You better not go up there, Kevin.
Oh, yeah. She's such a cock block.
She was. Oh, man. But she did so good, though. Oh, man. For real. I was losing my shit with her.
Yeah, like the first times I watched the movie, I mean, I was so invested, and like when she played it really well, and man, it was.
But I get where you're coming from, and that you were kind of wanting to skip some of her stuff. I do get it.
Yeah, it was a little too pushed on. You know, she was trying to go for the Oscar, so
yeah.
And then it didn't work. So she's like,
crazy. I'm not losing my mind.
Oh, what'd you think of that sex scene, though? Like, you know, all of a sudden it started mutating into the fucking sister. I was like, damn.
I mean, that was a great scene.
I mean, he's trying to fuck her the way he wants to fuck the sister with, his wife.
I mean, well, it's so funny. It went from like, and that's what she was all like, make love to me. And it was like, and that's what it was. It was like he was making love, and then it turned into a fuck, and then it turned into a love. Pardon my
hate fuck.
Earmuffs, kids. Earmuffs. It was a love, and then it was a fuck.
Earmuffs.
Love, fuck. For the children listeners, I'm saying.
Oh fuck. yes, for all you children listeners. Hate fuck,
children listeners.
That's bad because we did have that listener mail where they said, when you guys were talking about Starship Troopers and my family was getting the quotes, and I'm like, yeah, we do have kid listeners. Daddy, what's a hate fuck?
If kids are watching Starship Troopers, well, shit, I was a kid and I was watching Starship Troopers, so I don't think it's that big.
How old were you when you watched Starship Troopers? This is because you said kid. I had to have been 19 years old when I watched Starship Troopers. I think somewhere around there.
I was 8.
Holy crap! You watched it at that age?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. We gotta break this off because I gotta throw this out there. Okay. When we had a discussion today about watching movies too early in your childhood.
Yeah.
And I always felt that my generation had it worse than yours. But you're watching Starship Troopers, and the biggest, major thing everybody thinks about it is the shower scene. Yeah. So, and of course the, the over the shirt, over the face thing.
I love that. I'm not even going to lie. At 8 years, that shit.
What?
I stole that.
You're
stole
like
that move.
Fading out.
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I there now?
You're on push to talk, or are you on open mic?
I'm open mic right now.
Why is it that like you'll be talking, all of a sudden just goes, eh?
I don't know. It's weird. Is there a storm?
No.
Hello?
There's a storm brewing.
Storm's coming at me. Better get home quick.
All right. So, but you were 8 when you watched that.
Yeah, I was 8.
And even at 8, you're sitting there going, now that's badass.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm going to remember that. And I did. And I did remember it. And I used it. Casper Van Dien showed me the way.
I was saying that, I watched too much of that weird stuff because in the 80s, 90s, when I was like real young, we had a lot of fantasy stuff on TV. And Channel 11 had a little bit of nudity back in the day. It was really weird. You'd see butts. You'd see tasteful side boob, You're
talking like the Beastmaster and like Conan the Barbarian.
And then there was bunches of those. Clash of the Titans. There was ones you didn't know names of that they made. There was one where, like, I was watching. I clearly remember this one line where the guy's talking to his mom. He goes, "Your brother, my father," and I was like, "Ugh,
Your brother, my father." Well, you got to think back then too, man. It was almost like PG-13 did not exist.
Yeah, there was no real rating.
It was G, it was PG, and then it was like R.
Yeah, and R was like X.
You had Jaws that was PG. You had
oh my god, yeah, the beginning scene where she's swimming naked.
That was PG. Yeah, you had Poltergeist that was PG. You had all these
There
things.
was no nudity in Poltergeist. It was just scary as fuck.
It was scary as fuck, but at the same time, I mean, shit, when Craig T. Nelson and What's-Her-Nuts were about to have sex, I mean, and this is what I thought was like the best
you're right.
part.
The way she was dressed with the panties
and they're smoking a joint.
Oh yeah, they were smoking.
Right there on the right there on the bed. He just rolled up a joint. It was like, well, there's just parent problems.
He rolled up a fatty.
Yeah, he's just like,
and he's reading a Reagan book too. I mean, this has everything of greatness from the 80s.
Yeah.
Xena, yeah.
Oh, I love Xena.
Oh my god, when she was on Spartacus or whatever, yeah. Hubba hubba hubba. Was it Spartacus or was it
Spartacus?
Was it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I felt like I always felt like I watched stuff way too early. But when you said that age, that's the point I was making. Because
my parents, they were kind of, they didn't really care. They didn't really care what I watched per se, unless it was like really bad. Like if my mom knew, like shit, I watched my first R film was Pulp Fiction with my dad, and like I mean I didn't understand some of the shit half the time, but it was like certain things. Like if my mom would see a scene, like the shower scene, she'd be like, "Just turn away." And I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah, our parents did. My mom was
about it. That's about it. I mean, unless it was, but dude, look at the shit that we're playing nowadays on public television. So much worse than what we grew up with. Like, shit, you've got like Raw Dog banging on. On like TNT shows or some kind of shit, and kids can just turn that on.
Well, I mean, look how easy it is to get porn.
Right. You know how hard it was for us? Do you know what it was like being a boy?
Dude, I'm not
growing
kidding.
up, we couldn't surf the net. We had to go and we had to steal Playboys.
Back in the day, when you got these magazines from record stores or whatever, in the back, you'd have, to buy CDs and tapes and stuff like that back in the day, you had stamps. And the stamps would have a label on it. And the label would be small picture of like the album of whatever, U2, whatever, the Wham, whatever. And you'd stick it on these things and mail it in. Well, the thing was, if you flipped to the way back, they had laser discs that you could buy. And they had porn on them. But the pictures are so little that I guess they thought they were safe with the covers, right? Mm-hmm. My brothers found a way. There was this little toy. Life finds a way.
Life finds a way.
They had these little things. Even to this day, these little kids have these little magnifying things that look like a film projector thing. And you look into it, and it shows like a picture, and you can like turn it, and it shows you different pictures. My brothers opened it up, took out all the insides, put all the porn labels in there, closed it, and like they're constantly like staring at it. I'm like, "What are you guys looking at? Here, look!" And I'm like, "Oh, boobies!"
Tats.
Back in the day, a lot of that stuff never really clicked in anybody's heads, not for kids to see. Ergo, you go to a garage where guys are all working. There's a nudie calendar up.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Times have really changed. But
my dad, dude, I remember my dad. He had in our garage was just littered on the walls with a bunch of car-like pictures of the half
girls in bikinis with
in the 80s,
some of them topless,
and they'd have on the they'd be like washed in the car, Cool Hand Luke style, or some type of shit, or on the car. But, that was just like shit. You don't go through a garage nowadays. I just see a television.
It makes me feel, without sounding like a weirdo beardo, it makes me feel better because that was the thing we were talking about today, where they said similar to things to you, like, oh no, we watched this, or oh no, I was a little too young to watch this, and blah, blah, blah. And my parents said, turn your head, but you get to hear everything they're doing. And you're watching your parents stare at the screen. It's this creepy. It made me feel good that I wasn't alone, because I am an older generation. We are Generation X, and it always felt like we were different from the next generation, but we're really not, I don't think. I think we're all about the same, just different ways.
Yeah.
Look, we just solved problems here on the miscellaneous movies.
Solve problems. Problem solved.
Now back to
Let's get back on top of Charlie's thing, shall we?
Oh, would you bang her while she was all like, sneezy filled, eye filled?
I mean, if she told me to stop, I'd stop.
Really?
Oh yeah. I
like to say
respect
I
the
would,
ladies. I
but-
respect the ladies. If they tell me to stop, you better believe it. All hands off deck.
It wouldn't matter anyway, because I'd be telling all my friends, dude, I banged Theron. I was all up in that shit. Even if she's like, stopping, you're like, I am stopping.
I am stopping.
I'll be
Just like him. Keanu was so quick. He said, okay, I'm sorry. Whoa.
You got to see Keanu's butt, though. Ugh.
Yeah, well.
I'm not big on the guy butt, Not a big fan.
Sorry.
Not a big fan of the guy Keanu butt. Yep.
Guy
That was like,
Keanu.
That was like, did you ever watch iRobot?
With Will Smith?
Yeah, and he had this gratuitous sex scene in the shower. Or, I'm sorry, gratuitous nudity scene in the shower. And you're just kind of like, Will? You're not supposed... You're like, come on. You don't even curse when you rap.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, he's taking a shower and he's like standing weird so you won't see his Johnson, but you see all of his butt. It was gross. Yeah.
I don't know.
Not a butt guy for dudes. Yeah.
Well, I'd rather look at their butt than something else.
Yeah, that's true too. I like Ron, what's his name? Ron White. He was like, you guys ever think you're queer? Did you ever watch porn?
You ever watch porn? Jesus.
What do you think of the mural that was in his, office house thing?
That big gray art thing?
Yeah. Did you know? Huh?
Go ahead.
No,
Go ahead.
continue. I'm talking too much.
Oh. I thought that it was interesting as hell, and it was even cooler at the end when it started morphing.
Yeah.
It would like change every scene, I think. It was like changing. Every time he came in, it was like something different. It was like blank, and then there were like the statues.
Yep. And then they're fucking. Yeah.
And then they're fucking back
And
on
then it
top.
turns into like a swirly thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't at one point they're all screaming because they're on fire? Yeah, at the very end.
Yeah, when Keanu
shoots himself
popped
in the
the
head.
cork, as it were.
That was perfect too. He waited till he was getting ready to go. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna get this shit. Okay, no money shot. Bam.
I've got her right where I want. Boom.
Because that's what I was thinking. I'm thinking, oh yeah, he's not thinking that. He's just going, almost. Ah, gotcha. No, but the mural. Oh yeah, he was pissed. He looked like, yeah, he did a good job.
And then he like morphed back into an angel, and like
Yeah. Well, the devil is an angel. He's a fallen angel.
Well, yeah, he's a fallen angel, but he morphed into his angel. So what happened? So he turned back into an angel after that, and back up to heaven. Is that
No, he's going back to hell.
Look, but don't touch. Touch, but don't taste. Taste, don't swallow.
Let's go to the shopping scene. It was cool watching it, but it was also creepy. The changing room, the dressing room. Remember that scene?
Yeah.
And you see something like inside of her cupping her boob and grabbing her back and everything. I thought that was cool, but you're like, ugh.
That's taken me back, for those of you that are going to listen to End of Days, that morphine crap that was happening. That actually did. I forgot all about that scene, and when I was rewatching it, my spine literally just went, and I was like, "Oh my god!" I was my, because at first they got you, dude. They got you. You got the blonde, you got the women. They're sitting there, they're changing. It's getting you in this like
Yeah, you got Charlize Theron staring at him.
in. Yeah,
she's all like, "Grab my boob." What do you think of my boob, Charlize?
What's going to happen? Is she going to,
are they going to have pillow fight? Are they going to put some lingerie on, have some fluffy pillow fighting going on?
And then all of a sudden you see this.
Throw your hands in the air if you's a true player.
From inside, cool on the effects, just start moving her boob around.
Yeah.
And then working its way around the spine. And then you start seeing more hands just coming out of her skin. And you're like, oh my God. And then she gives like this smirk, just like, yeah, did you want it?
And the fucking face distorts. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it turns demonic.
Yeah.
These women, my God, I'm seeing things for Christ's sake.
You just left him in the store.
Yes!
I would be like Shirley saying, like, oh my God, we got to bring my mom. We need my mom.
I need an old priest and a young priest.
I don't care who's listening.
I don't care.
I don't want it. I don't want to be here.
Oh God, I was so just like, dude, today that would never work. Where he goes, all right, hold on a second. Okay, stop. Reset. That was, dude, if you say that to a girl now, she gonna beat the shit out of you.
No, he's gotta pay. You are nothing. You are shit.
It just felt like
Reset! Reset!
Stop!
You want to reset?
I'm just saying, let's just go back. Let's take our time. Let's calm down.
I'm calm! You calm down!
Call me reset.
And honest to God, I'm not saying women. I think women in fights are a lot easier than men.
What?
Women in fights, like when you're fighting with your significant other, I think women can be a lot more easy sometimes.
Whoa, I need to meet the people you know, because not only do they ninja brain me, they fucking are ruthless. Oh yeah? Well, no one loves you. Neither your family.
I'm just saying. That's an equal.
Well, laying there. Are we okay now? Yeah, because you were wrong. Whoa!
Yeah, I mean, I've been in relationships where it's been very hard to calm the lion down. I mean, I'd have the chair and the whip, and she'd still rip the shit out of my hand. What were you saying to me? What? But I'm lucky. My wife is very easygoing.
Why are we talking about this? Never mind. We got to go back to Charlize Theron.
Now let's get back on top.
Yeah, Cupcake, you are evil, Cupcake. Oh, no.
Cupcake, I think you're a sweetheart.
Cupcake is.
Oh, yeah.
It is Valentine's Day.
It is.
Would you take Charlize Theron to White Castle for Valentine's Day?
No.
No?
No.
Something upscale, swanky?
I like Red Lobster.
There you go. Oh, cheddar biscuits.
They're free. If I took her to White Castle, let's get out there. If I took her to White Castle, number one, I wouldn't be able to perform because I wouldn't be able to leave the bathroom. Number two, it would probably be the same for her.
She's all crying. Kevin!
Kevin! Are you ready? Hang on. You just give me a minute, man. Why'd you choose White Castle? Because he's up there laughing his fucking ass off. If you can't tell, that's my favorite part of the whole movie.
Yeah. I like when he's, after he goes to the bathroom and he looks at the lawyer guy and he's all like, give him the wink. He's like, real quick.
Yeah. Oh.
Now I'm going to go defend this pederast.
Yeah, move aside, please.
I really liked seeing the Poltergeist dad, where he's all like, all right, here's the gun. It was on the ground. He did a great job of because they were trying to say like he was Trump. Like that's what they originally scripted it as. But I loved how he brought his own thing to it that made it human. You know? Mm-hmm. If you had somebody like Trump, a billionaire, talking about this and that and then some, you'd be like, yeah, whatever. He's like,
grab her by the pussy. I did grab her by the pussy. Yeah. There was a gun. There was a problem. But you know what? He's a terrific guy. I handled it my secretary was with me, and she was helping me with a lot of things. She was helping me with my backswing. Terrific woman. You'll never meet anybody like her.
Oh, that'd be the greatest.
The media monster is out there.
Yeah.
They're coming for me.
Fake news.
Excuse me. They're coming for me, and go ahead. Okay. So
hold on, I'm just looking at a tweet.
Hang on, I'm tweeting Liam Neeson. We're having a hate battle right now.
Yeah, I have the particular set of skills.
You're dumb.
Dude, what'd you think about the fucking voodoo guy with the tongue? Yeah.
Yeah, the goat dude. That was crazy. He was like, I will do everything that I can to help. And then the dude just coughing the entire time. Couldn't get a word out.
I'll be gone in 60 seconds.
No, whoa. What's really, really ironic about this?
I'm going to get out of this court case in 60 seconds.
This feels like Randall Reigns.
Did you ever see Get Shorty in there too?
Have you seen Congo? Stop eating my sesame cake! Stop eating my sesame cake.
Oh, I hated the secretary. Man, she was like nice, but man, she could dig some knives in you quick.
Oh, that Pam, or whatever her name was?
Oh, that Pam. Oh, yeah.
The one at the end where you see her become like a demon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she attacked me.
The jogging scene with the guy from Beetlejuice. Yeah.
Yeah, with Jeffrey Jones. Yeah,
that was so cool. He's just running. He knows it's coming.
There's no chance to think, to prepare, and then it hits home. You gotta pay your own way, Eddie. It's a little late in the game to buy out now. Give me your watch.
What? I like this watch. You think you're just gonna have to try and take it?
Your belly's too full, your dick is sore, your eyes are bloodshot, and you're screaming for someone to help. But guess what? There's no one there. You're all alone, Eddie. You're God's special little creature.
And it's funny because he doesn't look like a runner anyway.
Well, he was a lot more fit then than he is now. I mean, now he. Sorry to say.
He has like the
I'm not sorry to
sweatsuit
say. Jeffrey
jumpsuit.
Jones does look like a pederass now, but.
Oh, what was he in last anyway? What was the latest thing he was in?
Oh, dude, I don't even.
I don't know offhand.
The last thing I think I've seen him in was Deadwood.
Oh my God, Deadwood!
Literally the last. I think that was literally the last thing I've seen him in.
We could do a whole series on Deadwood.
We could, and it looks like he's coming back for the Deadwood movie. So,
oh wow,
yeah. Everything else, the last thing he did was
he was in something I saw where he maybe could have been like a king or some royalty or something. Oh, he was in Sleepy Hollow. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's in a lot of movies.
A long time ago. I think there was like some kind of thing against him for a minute that kept him from working.
Oh, like he had probably hashtag Me Too or Quiet R. Kelly. What is that? Mute R. Kelly? Stop shit?
Something. I think he did do something.
Got a lot of fingers, a lot of pies.
The subway scene where you had the guy from Romeo plus Juliet, you know, the one that had the teeth that said sin on them.
Oh, yeah.
Do you buy your thumb in a sin?
Oh, I hear you fine.
Yeah? Do you buy your thumb in a sin?
Why? I'm having a good time here.
I ain't asking you, motherfucker. I'm telling you, you can get the fuck out of my fucking car then. Shit, jump. Chill.
Go forth, I will back thee!
Maricela, su esposa. El momento que saliste del apartamento, ella estaba arriba con Carlos. Mira, amigo, están en la pipa fumando crime. Están en la cocina compartiendo un jumbo. Y después, en tu misma cama, él se la va a meter por el culo.
¿Cómo? How the fuck you know?
Sande mi vista y póngase el cuchillo donde merece. Go ahead, son. You still got time.
My only way of transportation, Kevin.
They don't want to see you coming. Like, he kept bringing that up. He's like, that's the greatest thing.
I had my hand up.
Yeah, he's like, you look at me. Yeah.
Mona Lisa's skirt. I'm the hand up Mona Lisa's skirt. That's what he says. Hooah!
I like that little pathway scene because it brought back to Godfather, too. You remember that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He's like, hey, have an apple. Thank you. Thank you, devil.
I'm here on the ground with my nose in it since the whole thing began. I've nurtured every sensation man has been inspired to have. I cared about what he wanted, and I never judged him. Why? Because I never rejected him, in spite of all his imperfections. I'm a fan of man!
Should we talk about Al Pacino? About how fucking wonderful he was with that monologue and everything. Because he really did. When he starts talking at the end, and he's talking about God, and he's like, he's like, God just watches. He's just up there watching. It's set up. I'm not a puppeteer, Kevin. I just go with it. He goes, he invented free will, Kevin. It's like he's up there laughing his big fucking ass off. All right.
Did you ever think when he was reading those lines that like a part of him's like, am I going to get shot down by lightning for some of this?
Dude, I don't know. Maybe.
I was hoping I'd see you here tonight, and here you are, already swimming with the sharks.
Careful. Call him, talk to him, see what they have to say. Just get it on tape.
The party scene where she's like, don't leave me, Kevin. He's already eyeing you.
It is. Hey, swimming with the sharks, I see.
And he's like, you should put your hair up. Did she fucking start doing it? Did you notice that?
Yeah. He was like, I'd do it for you.
Would naturally assume we were fucking or something.
So this is what the new format's going to be like. We're just going to randomly talk about things as we talk about...
Because it's fun.
It is kind of fun.
I had fun. Did you have fun?
I did. Cupcake, you have fun?
Having fun? Good. Okay. Glad.
No, it just feels like we're like breaking away like a Kevin Bacon game. Like all of a sudden we're like, dude, Al Pacino's really good. Did you ever see him in Insomnia? That was amazing. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for listening to this show. I love doing this thing, and I want to keep doing this. So please give us some likes on Facebook. Give us some 5-star reviews on iTunes. We're on YouTube, Google. We're just about anywhere. Spotify. That will just help keep this going. And another way to help out is we have Patreon. And when you want to help out the show, you're going to get extra stuff.
We will be offering extra content that you wouldn't hear on the actual show, such as bloopers, outtakes, which are the same thing, and arguments. Yes, everybody loves a little lover's quarrel.
So please help us get this show further along. I like doing it, and I want to keep doing it. Thank you so much. We got Twitch TV, but we never use it. But I hear you have Twitch TV?
Aye, my lord. I have Twitch TV. My name is JarockCog89. Come and find me for an adventure of medieval warfare. That's right, you bastards! Come on then! Come get a taste! Alright, the rest of you, go take care of those crossbows. I'm not fucking with that. Alright. Oh, you're one of mine. JarockCog89. Mountain Blade Warband. Peekaboo, bitch! You boys, hang tight! I'll make my way up. Take care of what I can down here.